you want. You keep trying, you don't get it. You keep trying, you don't get it. Natural tendency for a human being is to lose hope, right? Abi?
Yes.
When you don't try and try, I bet man leave and this one not be for me. But that is not to say the law of wasted effort does not work. It still works. People who really know what they want in a woman, if you see what you want in one woman, chase her. That's what you want. But nowadays, people have forgotten that law. And I'm here to remind you guys of this law. So, how do you even look at that law? What do you think when failure happens to you? What comes to your mind immediately you try something and you fail? What comes to mind? I'm asking. What do you think if you fail? What happens in your head? What? Someone said something? You try again, okay? After you fail, you try again. But yeah? Yes, sir.
Hello.
You think you did not go the right way. What else? You feel defeated. Yes. You strategize. Feel ashamed. Yes. You actually do feel ashamed. What else? There are so many emotions, so many actions that happen to you once you try something and fail. You guys don't know. Have you never failed before? I mean, only me don't get failures. Yes, sir.
I failed. I do something one thing. I also took 3 million. I had to look for people to see whether they can do
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. You know, when you fail at something, you know, for people, especially women, the first thing they do is they cry. Nobody thought about that. That is all of them are champions. Once you try anything once, they enter. You see, but you never said so. People cry. People get emotional. People feel hot. You know, you feel you've lost something. You all the effort you've been putting for time, you feel it's all gone to waste. I'll tell you something. Picture the World Cup. How many years intervals?
4 years.
4 years, right? A country begins from playing, and even the players that play at the World Cup. You know, when failure happens, a lot of things happen to you at the same time. Like we're talking about the World Cup. Do you see that some players, when they get to the World Cup and they don't win it, do you see the tears they shed? That's real tears. 4 years of hard work from the last World Cup to this present one that they had just played. They play their heart out. It doesn't matter that they are wearing the country's t-shirt. You know, it's not really that they win or a do or die affair, but they believe they are putting so much and come so far to fail. Just recently, the Olympics was concluded. Did you see athletes when they run? Okay, they said Usain Bolt had this saying. He said, "I trained for 4 years just to run for 9 seconds. 4 years every day. I train every day, 365 days in a year, and he trained every single one of those days times 4, just to run for 9 seconds. You see people who run, and then once they don't make it, they break down, they cry on that field of play. They shed tears. And you watching them from home, you are like, why are they crying? Is it not just a race? They'll run another one now. Do you understand? But they know how their heart wanted it. It should be the same thing for all of us. So when you talk about sales, you should want it. You should want it. Have you ever chased a transaction? You felt you've made the contact, you did your homework, you tried your best to put things together, you went after it. But at the end of the day, you didn't get the transaction? How do you feel? It's important. You see, we're all emotional beings. That's the reason. Also, now, another thing is, do you believe that failure is a stepping stone to success? Some people don't believe so, and a lot of people are telling me, nodding their heads and saying yes now, don't even believe that. Because when you fail, it's hard to see that it's a stepping stone. It's very hard. At that point, you feel that you're useless. Yes, it crosses our minds. You feel you're useless. You feel that you've been walking in the wrong direction. You feel you don't know what you're doing. You feel that nothing, anything you touch, you start asking God, why? Why me? Anything I touch does not go well. Why? What's going on with me? You say so many things to yourself that will put you down. You go away somewhere where nobody will see you. You lock yourself up. Everything back. You don't want to see anybody. You don't want to eat. You don't want to drink. You don't want to be happy. Your favorite program comes on. You don't want to watch it. You're depressed. Everything negative begins to happen all at the same time. But I tell you, it's just a stepping stone to success. Only if, like the baby, you get up and go back. Some people, failure has taken them out of the business. Some of us, failure brought us into this business of sales. For some of us, it's failure that is driving us to keep moving. That fear you have of failure, if you don't want to fail, keep trying. You only truly fail when you don't try again. Doesn't matter that you didn't get the transaction now. Doesn't matter that you never sold before today. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. What matters is when you fail to get up and go again. A child trying to learn how to ride a bicycle, you must fall, you must have that injury. You must. When you're trying to ride a bicycle, you must have that injury. But if you say, no, because of the injury, I'm not going to ride again, you will never learn to ride a bicycle. But if you get up and go back again, you ride it. And then lastly, do you agree that failures cannot be permanent? Some of us do not agree. Some people think the failure is because of them. Oh yeah, some people do. That's the reason why you will see someone going to jump off Third Mainland Bridge. That's why you see someone who climb a pedestrian bridge. Vehicles running under, you want to jump down. That's why you see there was one man that tried to hang himself from Lekki pedestrian bridge. He didn't do it inside his house. He wanted to go and do it on the road. Because see this fan, as small as it is, if you put it and put a rope on your neck, once the thing has entered and it's moving, it will take you up and strangle you. A lot of people do that. But that's not the Nigerian way. Our economy today is in tatters. Yet, you only go down with the economy if you allow. If you give up. So make up your minds today. Because the essence of this class today is, how do you handle failure? That is why it is called the law of wasted efforts. I know from the name, some people think they know what it's about, but you don't really appreciate it. All I've talked about now, you see, I've taken us on an emotional journey for you to think about the things that have happened to you so far and think about where you are right now. So, maintain that emotional level of energy. Let's keep going. Failure is the best learning curve. Whether you're a professional or a personal, whether be it professional or personal, failure is the best learning curve. You see that thing you do and you fail. What you have simply done is you learn one way not to do that thing. It gives opportunity to realize that many alternative ways to acquire goals. Having the astute vision and changing the mindset positively towards failure. Failures are good as they will tell you that you have been following the wrong path and your strategy is flawed. And that's okay. It's very okay to fail. Very okay. There's nothing wrong in failure. Failure should be embraced. It should be accepted. If you don't accept failure, then you will never be able to manage success. You have to embrace failure in order to manage success. Failure is part of life. Are you wondering why we're discussing about failure? Yes, failure is the whole concept of the law of wasted. Right, now they sleep. Okay, let's not all about it. They sing song. I sleep just a cash and they go like this. Okay, don't worry, we will soon do all those stand up, sit down, small time, if you sleep. Lion, the king of the jungle. Do you know that the king of the jungle only succeed in a quarter of their hunting attempts? A quarter, that's 25% of the time. Out of 100, they chase 100 animals. They only catch about 25. But if you write exam, 25 now pass money. But it is the king of the jungle. So why are the rules turned upside down for the lion? I'd like us to tell me. I'm asking you, why? 25% is not pass mark. But for lions, it is turned upside down. And they fail 75% of their attempts. Succeed is 25. Despite this small percentage of wins, they don't despair in their pursuit. And they are called king of the jungle. Why? I need us to attempt. Somebody tell me, yes, sir.
Somewhere somebody said success is not final. Failure is not bad, but the courage to stand up and run again.
True. You're very correct. However, I still want to know why the lion is the king of the jungle with only 25%. Because it's persistent. Okay? Who else? Both of them are very correct in what they have said. Sorry? The aura. The aura. Do you know? 3 of them have basically answered the question for me. Part by part, if you piece their answers together. The lion never gives up. The lion will chase what no other animal will chase. The elephant is the biggest land mammal, right? Why is it not the king of the jungle? Why? It is too gentle, too mellow. But have you seen okay, I haven't seen an elephant in real life, but I watch Match Joe Wild. That's about my favorite channel. If you see an elephant in Rampage, an elephant can pick a vehicle that is trunk and just pick it up and slam the vehicle on the ground. It can step on the vehicle and it will crush it. Yet, you see that with that kind of raw strength, you cannot tie a rope on an elephant because it will simply move and break the rope. But yet, it is not the king of the jungle. The crocodile in water can do and undo. Yet, it is not the king of the jungle. A python, or let's say even the largest snake in the world, the anaconda, that can grow up to 33 feet. Can we imagine what 33 feet is? I'll tell us. Let us do a bit of calculation. You see, each of these tiles you see, me, I don't sell building materials. I still a seller. So I know, and I sold tiles particularly. I guess so for back then. Again, no be joke, nothing I never do. So you see this tile, it's called 60 by 60, 60 cm by 60 cm. So one of this tile and 2/3 of this is 1 meter. Right? So by the time you got to this point, that is from here to that point, that's 2 meters. And instead of 1 meter, you have 3 feet, 33 feet. So if we use that calculation to measure, and how many of these stars do we have here? If we run this whole place is roughly, okay, let us say 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This whole wall to wall is about 12 or so meters on the average. Now, it's not exact. So in this, 12 times 33. 12 times 3, sorry. 12 times 3 is what? 46. So that's about the length of an anaconda. Wall to wall. That kind of animal can strangle and swallow a human being. They swallow animals with big past human being, much less. Do you understand? Yet it is not king of the jungle. Why is it so? Well, why the lion? What is it about the lion? The lion has an indomitable spirit. When the man here spoke, he said he has that courage. The man behind him said persistence. And the lady here, the beautiful lady in front here, said he has an aura about it. You want to succeed at what you do, you must be confident. You must project yourself to be more than you actually are. You have to show people that you're ready to do anything. That's the way it works. You must be that person you admire. How many of us think Coach Angelo knows what he's saying in this class? By show of hands. But I don't flatter me, I don't really mind. If you don't really think I know what I'm saying, don't raise your hand. But if you think you know what I'm saying, raise your hand. Do you see? Yeah? Okay, you're listening. Okay, thank you. Do you see that? What if you think Coach Angelo knows what he's saying? Think sometimes about it to be like Coach Angelo is always saying you should be. Because, like I tell you, you know why I ask this question? If you don't like the teacher, you can never like the subject. Fact of life. No jokes. I'm not saying this to boost image or, feel good. But I'm telling you fact of life. You really want to understand what I'm saying? Like me. Men can like me, ladies can love me. That is one lesson. So, but back to what we're talking about, the law of wasted effort. You must have an aura. You must like the game. You must like the person teaching you the game. Because if you like your teacher, who happens at this moment to be Coach Angelo, then you'll be interested in what he's talking about. And Coach Angelo is talking about sales. And when you now like sales, you will never get tired of sales. I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys. Law of wasted effort is got certain rules. It's a rule, natural law of nature. You must obey it, whether you like it or not. The lion is the king of the jungle. Do you know that a cheetah succeeds 50% of the time? You know what the cheetah is? The fastest land animal. It's also a carnivore, just like the lion. It chases animals 50% of the time to catch them. Yet it is not the king of the jungle. The tiger, size for size, is bigger than the lion. Yet it is not the king of the jungle. The leopard is more cunning than the lion. Catches animals. After the cheetah, the leopard is the other carnivore that catches a lot of its own animals. Yet it is not the king of the jungle. Why? All these other ones, they hunt alone. Only them by themselves. Do you see? You see, the lion is a social animal. It is that social nature that makes it to do what others cannot do, to attempt what others cannot attempt. So, I don't know if what I've been saying is making any sense with you guys. Basically, I'm telling you guys, don't walk alone. Yes. Never walk alone. That's Liverpool's slogan. Never walk alone. There's a reason for that. Alone. There's always a limit to what you can do. Your dreams will be limited. That's the reason why one-man companies do not do as well as limited liability companies, where you have a mix of people bringing ideas. Two heads, they say, are always better than one. I don't know if we're picking up things now. Have a team. As we're here in this class, do you even know who is sitting next to you? When you come here every Tuesday and you sit next to the people, yet you don't know them. Make friends here. Be a team player. Share ideas. Don't think they will steal from me, because if they can steal from you, you can also steal from them. You never do much by standing alone. Those are the reasons why the lion is the king of the jungle. It's a team player. Build yourself a circle of friends from the people in this class, because you see, by you people being in this class, it means you're interested in sales and you want to excel at selling. Build yourself a team of people you know who are interested in selling real estate. And let that friendship transcend beyond the class. I don't know if you guys pick what I'm saying. Let that friendship transcend. You don't have to pick somebody living near you. Nowadays, WhatsApp and phone calls makes everybody to be neighbors. WhatsApp. You can chat constantly. Let me tell you why it's good to have a team. When your own energy is running low, if she and I are buddies, if my energy is running low, I'm feeling discouraged, I simply chat her or call her. I'll draw energy from her to keep going on. Then, the day her own energy too will be running low, and she's getting tired of this real estate, she too can chat or call me, and she will draw energy from me. You see how we'll be charging ourselves. If 3 of us now maybe form a friendship, we have our WhatsApp group. If I'm feeling low, she comes in, what's the matter? This one now says, oh, let us go and maybe let's just go somewhere. Pick a venue. Let's go there and go and talk to people. Before you know what's happening, she agrees. And together they pull me out of that low place where I am. I don't know if I'm making sense. And we now meet up and we go. And you never can tell. That might be the day that we decide we'll now close transactions. And let me tell you something about building a team. If you're building a team with people, don't get jealous when they succeed and you don't. It's only their turn. This life is turned by turn. And one thing about, if 3 of us are a team, let us say today, she sells. And we support her. One thing realtors don't do, it will only make sense, despite all the challenges you might have that you need money for. Because we are all going out together, give us a token of your own free will before somebody asks you for it. So that on the day of my win, I can follow suit and share a token, even if it is 5% or 10%. But you recognize the fact that these are my team members. We motivate ourselves. I'm just telling us, it's not a compulsory thing that you do. But I'm telling you what will make friendships grow. Partnerships work very well. But it is us, with our own personal biases, that feel it. I don't know if you guys get what I mean. When you have a team and you succeed at selling, even if you don't give them money, I can take the 2 of them out on a treat. Because we are a team. And then we share ideas. They might ask, oh, what is it particularly you said? We'll not do a review of it. Because see, if it rains for you today, tomorrow, another person, the sun will shine for you. That's life. But so long as we keep moving together, each of us will be selling. Next thing you know, we'll become champions. Together. Other examples of the law of wasted effort in nature. By the way, I know the Gen Z here are used to all this shelter acronym there. Are you aware half of the eggs of fishes are eaten? A fish that lays eggs. I don't know if you live anywhere near, once there's a rainy season comes, immediately the water starts touching the ground, you begin to hear frogs and toads. Where have they been all through the dry season? They go leave, they go transfer, suddenly it rains and then you hear all of them. And if you come to a puddle, you see so many tadpoles. Of all that tadpoles, do they all survive? More than 50%. In fact, of tadpoles, more than 90% of them die. From egg. First of all, people will step on some. Some fishes will eat some eggs. The frogs themselves will eat some of their own eggs. Yeah. Cannibalism is accepted in nature. Watch a lot of species of animals eat their own young. That's the reason why you have the egg. See, God separating in the two. These two are better they lay egg because you know, say if the mama then see the kid, they drop them in the chopper. That's why they look. Nature is not crazy. It knows what it is doing. It's all a design. They will eat their youngs. A crocodile will eat its young, but when it's trying to take them from where it laid the egg on land, it will carry all of them in its mouth. That time it will not eat them. But as they are growing, it begins to, if it jams them later in life, it will eat them. Its own young. Hyena self go as fast, eating them their own self. Break a hyena's leg and it's moving and the leg, the one of the legs is dragging. If the thing drag too much, you look at it, you go shut up. It will bite it off, right? Chew it. That's nature for you. It might sound harsh, but it's a system and a technique to show you that only the fittest and the best will survive. Half of baby bears die before puberty. We know what a bear is. That big, burly animal that, it can stand as tall as 8 feet. I'm actually 6'1", so imagine something like this. If it stands with claws, with its claw, it can tear a human's skull. And the strength it has. If a bear charges at this wall, it will run through. If it decides to charge full speed, it will run through this wall. But animals don't really know their own strength, but God made them so strong. Half of as strong as it is in America, where you have like the brown and the black bears, they are the apex predators. Not the African. In fact, Africa, you have more animals than the rest of the world. Yes, Africa is a heaven. So, most of the world's rains falls in ocean, not the waste. Only small rain. You see this flood we are shouting up and down. It's a small percentage of rain. Actually, less than 12% of rain fall on land. The rest falls in the ocean. If you've been on a ship and it rains, fear will hook you. You will fear. I don't know if anyone has been on a ship or on the water. Am I right, sir?
It's like me using my hand to touch the sky.
Exactly. Nothing more. You look at and you see when you see lightning, you can be here. Lightning it's actually far off, but the kind of flash, it appears to like it's in front of you. And you know that lightning strikes the highest object, right? And you're wondering, what if the next one strikes this boot? It's crazy. That's fact of life. What happened? I think it's okay. Half of the seeds sown into the soil do not grow at all. And most of the seeds of trees are eaten by birds. You see? Then scientists have found that animals, trees, and other forces of nature are more receptive to the law of wasted effort. With all these things I've been talking about, do we begin to understand and appreciate what that law of wasted effort is talking about? Are we beginning to have an idea what it is?
Yes, sir.
It's telling you that failure is natural. If a lion with 25% of wing can be a king, what about you? It fails 75 times, succeeds with 5. Only humans think that lack of success in a few attempts is failure. Only human beings do, nobody else. Nobody else, nothing else in life. But the truth is that we only fail when we stop trying. See? Only if you stop trying. People who understood this, kept trying, are the ones that eventually made it to the top in their profession, as well as personal life. It's like you find a couple. They try to have a baby, it's not working. They go to the hospital, oh, yes, you're both okay. They keep trying. You've heard stories. Some people wait 20 years before they have their first child. Some people are not patient at all. Once they hear say, "Bele no fit walk," it's not. None of them has any issues. They are okay. Once they hear the day no fit walk, the woman don't bail out, or the man too jump out. Go and find other partners. I'm not saying anybody should stay if they don't want to stay. Everyone has their own path in life. But what the basic thing is, so long as the signs are there that something can happen, keep trying. So, only humans think you try once, twice, 3 times. I'm not doing it again. You see this sales? Sales, I say, is not hard. What is hard is getting up to go and do the sales. Once you start talking to somebody, it gets into you, it grows on you. It grows on you. You have to get it. There's what we call sales pipeline. Do we know what a sales pipeline is? Do we know what a sales pipeline is?
No, sir. You see the funnel?
Yes. The funnel, yes, it's also connected to the pipeline. But you see, your sales pipeline is how many people are you talking to at any point in time? You cannot say you're a salesman if you're only talking to like 2 people, 3 people, 5. Wait till that. So if those 5 no work now, you will say you don't feel. You have to be talking at any point in time to at least 20 people. If you're not at any point in time talking to up to 20 people, then you're not really doing sales. Do you know why? It increases your probability of success. And when you speak with the first, by the time you speak with the next person, you're getting better at what you do. You're better able to anticipate what to say to people and how you speak with them. So if you're in this room and you're not talking to at least 20 different people, you know the sales now, maybe like 10 you play. I don't know what it is you're doing. You want to increase your probability of selling. Speak to more people. When I say now, law of weighted effort is telling you, we're looking at everything in terms of percentages. In fact, if you can have up to 100 people you're speaking to at any point, you will be closing deals back to back almost on a regular and daily basis. Yes, almost on a regular and daily basis. If you have up to 100 people you're speaking to, so you want to succeed at this selling, talk to more people. Don't Don't stay with a few. You have 5, you're talking to 5 people and you think, you are making an activity of it. How long do you have to speak or chat with each of them? It comes down to a matter of minutes. If you add all those minutes together, it won't even be up to 30 minutes. You don't talk to all your 5 clients. Then what do you do for the rest of the day? I don't know if you guys can get what I'm saying. What do you do with the rest of the day? Increase the number of people you're talking to. Find contacts. If you're in a vehicle, speak to people. You hear people discussing, participate, but avoid political discussions. Yes, as a salesperson, if you have a different political view from somebody and that person is able to buy something from you, it might make that person not to patronize you. Political discussions a salesman should avoid. And go ahead, talk about business, talk about life. You see, there are so many topics to discuss in life. But stay from politics. Politics makes you enemies needlessly. Needlessly, it makes you enemies. But if you talk about lifestyle, you talk about countries, you talk about events, talk about places, talk about programs, talk about aspirations, talk about lifestyle, different things. Those are all okay, but avoid political discussions. Because politics is the only thing in this life that don't make sense. I don't know if you guys get what I mean. It don't make sense. And the players, especially Nigerian politicians, I believe, are the worst in the world. I don't know if you guys are with me. So, discuss other things with people. And you find out that you're going to increase your chances of making sales. Moving on from failure. Many students say that I have failed my exam or I did not get good grades in my exam. So my question to each student who has this kind of thoughts and blocking themselves from growth is it a law that you pass every time? Is it a law you will pass every time? So why? Who made the law that you should succeed in selling every time you talk to people? Who made it a law? Is it a law that you will sell every time? It's not. Failure is good because let me tell you, there's even a danger in continuous success. There's what is called what's this word? Can we pronounce this together? Hubris. Let's pronounce it together. Somebody with a phone, check dictionary meaning of hubris and read it out for us. Somebody should check and read it out for us. Wait here for Nakbalasa, I get it. Don't get dictionary.
Excessive pride or self-confidence.
Let's use the microphone so that the whole class can hear you.
Hubris means excessive pride or self-confidence.
Do you get that? Excessive pride, excessive self-confidence. Continuous success does that to you. Hubris is what happens. You know when they say this, what's that? That's hubris is that thing, that pride that leads, it precedes the fall. You know, when you're succeeding all the time, you think you already have the magic formula. You think you know it all. Even I that teach, I still learn. I have affiliates abroad and some academies in Nigeria that I belong to, and I still attend classes on learning and teaching. Even as I'm here teaching, I still learn to teach. The minute you stop, you begin to think you're so full of yourself. You say, wait, I know if you all wake me up from sleep. But you don't know that you're now falling into, that very deep hole that is always beside anybody who is succeeding. Whenever somebody is succeeding, there is a risk of you falling into that hole. Who breathes? Who breathes? Learn this word. Whenever you're succeeding, be careful of this. It goes, and that's what causes this. Pride going before a fall. So, success is good. It's also good to have failures. Failures keep you in check. It reminds you that you're still human. Reminds you that you're still of this world. It reminds you that you're not God. It's only God that don't have any of these things. Because God is perfect. I was coaching a woman and she outwardly said, I'm a divorcee and taking care of my only child as a single mother. And that was disturbing her progress. Think about it. Is it a rule that you will have to be successful in all relationships and every walk of life? Do you know that some people do this to themselves? The reason why, Mother, why are you late to class? I have children. I have to wait them, bathe them. It's only me. Since that my man, he give me belly, he run. Every time he go come back, just give me belly, he go run. Then now that the children are only me, they carry them. They get food, they cater for them, bath them. Some and sad story. That's what they will give you. What do they want? They want pity. But at the same time, there are also single mothers doing wonders. Abby, why is she not one of those ones doing wonders now? Sometimes you ask somebody, oh, why haven't you done this? I'm a woman and I don't have the energy. What happened to your energy? If you need something, work for it. Work for it. It's only, I don't know, women believe that men should do things for them, that they are not supposed to be doing anything for men. How many women here, which time when I buy gift, give a man last? Emma, yes? She buys gifts. She gives men things.
Yes.
She is a winner. She win car. More than they learn, no. More than they learn, no. See, if I want to win, more than they try to fight things they give men. See, women, when they hear me, I'm gonna know they listen to evil spirits. Give. I don't know how. Women here, especially Nigerian women, because our own culture, men take care of women. In our culture, men take care of women. But go to other African countries. Well, in other African countries, a lot of women usually will do so many other things. But you see, our Nigerian women, on our pride, plenty. You see, I never start. Oh, okay, I don't think we for that conversation, Okay. But what the same, you see, the thing about it is, you see, but Nigeria will get this good mention. God try. But you see, the thing is, make una learn to give. No, give as in, give. It mustn't be your husband or boyfriend, you understand me? It mustn't be your boyfriend, husband or boyfriend. Learn to give women, because men naturally will give you things. Naturally, it's part of us. When we hustle say, our own, maybe we get our own for our small enjoyment, then Women will always come to you, you will give this, you will do that, you know. But women don't learn them. It makes you a winner too. Do you understand? It helps your mindset. If you're always on the receiving side, something is wrong with it. There's something intrinsically wrong with always being the one expecting people to give you. There is, and I'm being serious too. And your giving mustn't be things that are expensive. You can give even little things. Now the one I like pass. Okay, so now we're talking about the woman who will always lament. Why did you not come to class on time? I have kids. I have to dress them up. Look, anything that's important to you, be ready for it. You know how long it takes you to battle with your child in the morning. Wake up early enough. You know the child, you wake that child up, you are going to bed, the child will be sleeping and because probably hasn't had enough sleep. If you know that is a challenge for you, make that child go to bed early enough the day before. Do you understand? It's easy. What basically am I saying? If you want to succeed, set boundaries, timelines for yourself, for people around you. Time yourself. How long does it take me to wake up? That from time you open your eyes till you get off the bed. Some people will open their eyes, they stay in bed 1 hour, they never stand up. It's not as if there's anything holding them. Some people, when you enter the bathroom, some stay 5 seconds to bathe. Some stay 2 hours, they never finish. Time yourself. How long does it take you to apply the normal things, dress up? You see, basically, it's how you schedule yourself that will determine how you succeed or finish up or do anything else. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying. That's what it's all about. So, what is failure? Learning to move on in a relationship is important and not get stuck to that one bad part of your life, right? The man has left, he has left. The woman has left, she has left. Get on with your life. You were not born with anybody. That is not to say that the love will still not be there. Mind you, what I'm saying, I'm not a relationship counselor. But all I know is if your relationship is in the way of your selling, do something. Does that make sense? Do something. Don't get stuck. Sometimes you can even succeed and the person who didn't want you will want you back. But if they leave you and you fail, and because of that, everything goes to shit, they say, that's the reason I left. That is why I left. All of us, when we were born, we knew the law of wasted effort. It was inbuilt. But as we grow, we begin to forget it. Now we are adults, we cannot even remember it. Any small thing we try, it doesn't work, we give up. So, you can't have confidence all the time. See, if you have to cry, cry. Sometimes things will happen. Like me now, why they cry easily. Only one thing that person fit tell me that I will not begin shed tears. But when they tell me something. If it's time to cry, cry. 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 See, women are lucky in this regard. Do you know what tears does? When something happens to you and you shed tears, you know those pain, all the anguish, everything. That's what comes out with tears. If you really sit down and cry very well, you feel good after. There's a relief that comes with crying. Now, what think they had us. That's why I'm like, oh, we'll just go somewhere, sit down, carry the bottle, go home. No, it's not about learning it. It comes with the hormones. Naturally, they see hard things already. Oh, yes. It's not by training, it's natural. It's natural for men. Men have a harder life than women. Oh yes, naturally. Men have a harder life than women. I'll tell you, see, when I was told that my dad died, immediately I was told that my dad died. Hey, how much I get to? That's my first thought, because now money will put them inside ground. Do you understand? But when my sisters were told, hey, we get roll all over the place. Do you understand? That's the difference between a man and a woman. Now, pocket we they take do our own cry, you know. If my pocket dey alright, nothing will happen when they shake me. As a man. But women, you are free to be emotional as you want. I don't know if you guys think. That's just the way life is. Failure is okay. Keep your energy level up always. Don't be dull. Be happy. Make a move. Learn from mistakes and move on. Something don't happen, it don't happen. You cannot make it unhappen. It has already happened. So accept it and move on. It's okay to have ups and downs. Life not is sweet always. If life is always sweet and everything is going as you want it, then you risk falling into hubris. It's okay to argue, disagree, and not be okay with other people's behavior. Remember, like I said, today, once you finish, please, you guys make the effort. Meet somebody you haven't met before in this class. Take numbers, exchange numbers with them, and try and maintain contact. You will notice something different within a month in your sales activities. I promise you that. Because both of you will draw energy from each other. Or if you even take the contact of more than one person and decide, you could just put yourselves in a group and interact. In 1 month, you know why I said from this class? Because you guys are here learning something to improve your sales. And if you do that, you will notice a difference. Within 1 month, your sales activities will improve. Because your friendship now is not based on the latest fashion. It's not based on the best hairstyle. It's based on how are we going to sell. Do you understand? The purpose of this friendship I'm telling you guys to make today is to sell. Iron, they say, sharpness. You have a common goal, which is to improve on your selling. Meet people, take their number, maintain that energy. Ask them, how have you been selling? Do not be shy to ask them any question. Do not. Ask them any question. Know more about them. Build that rapport. It helps. 1 month from today, even you will tell me, Coach, this friend I made has motivated me in more ways than one. And I have also motivated my friend in more ways than one. We now go on marketing trips together. We pick a location, we'll go and sell. We're helping ourselves to build our social media pages. I'm giving her ideas on things to post. She's also giving me tips on things not to post. We're helping ourselves to focus. You'll become champions. No doubts about it. It's okay to feel dumb sometimes. Yes, it's very okay. You can do some things, make some moves, and after it you say, hey, oh, wow, I really move well. It's very okay. That's life. It's not compulsory to have confidence all the time, said that before. If you can, have a good cry and express your emotions. Let it all out. And now, as I'm telling you to make friends, not all the time, only women will go to women, or only men will go to men. Make friends with the opposite sex, so you can have the point of view of the opposite sex too. Do you understand? Yeah. Relax together. If you guys decide to go to ShopRite, go together. You can stay there and identify the kind of people you want to speak with. You walk up to them, speak to them. You can decide, choose a shopping mall. Okay, let's go to this mall. You start here, I'll start here. You prospect. That should be the essence of the friendship you make here. Not the friendship of let us sit down and gossip. Let us go hunting. And before you know what's happening, you guys will be like the lion. The lion is the king of the jungle because it has a pride. What I'm basically saying to you guys is build a pride. Build a pride. Be like a lion. If you have time to watch TV, I better watch Nat Wild. As you watch it, learn the way of animals, I tell you, and you will appreciate life better. You never ever take your failure to heart. You fail, not. Yes? It happened, it don't happen. That's it. Don't ever take anything to heart. Because thinking about it will not change it. It's gone, it's gone. Get up, chase the next one. A lion chased 100 animals. He did not catch 75. He only caught 25. Yet it's a king. Confidence takes you far. Takes you far. It will open doors for you. When you're bold, tell me, when you're bold, some people will say you overdo, you do, crack. Make it be. As you're getting that thing you want. Let it be. It don't matter. Listen, what matters is success or failure. And what are you doing to get your success? Sometimes you are trying to make a sale. People tell you you're too aggressive for that reason. You now slow down. No, slow nothing down on your system. And you be that as you. It's in you. It's in you. Do not let nobody take away that winning thing. It might be that, it might be that gra in you. It might be that over-sabi in you. It might be that gossip in you that is going to make you a great person.